Today, I will be talking about billing preferences in ClassJuggler. I will discuss what payment terms, charge account categories, and charge and tax accounts are, and how to set them up. I will also be telling you about payment groups, registration settings, and statement and invoice messages. Billing preferences will help to define your business to ClassJuggler, as well as offer you special user features and customizable options throughout ClassJuggler's many screens. We will begin by discussing payment terms. The Payment Terms Preference screen is located in Preferences on the blue main menu, and under Billing and Invoicing on the purple sidebar menu is our first payment terms that we want to discuss. This is where you will set up important values for your payment terms and class tuition billing adjustment dates. The payment terms settings are important to the billing cycle in ClassJuggler. They define the day payments are due from your customers and when payments are considered late. Once you complete these fields and save them, ClassJuggler generates the description of your terms and billing cycle in a yellow box just below the payment terms field. My demo shows that my customer payments are due on the 1st and they're considered late on the 10th. If you bill all of your classes by session or are not on a monthly billing cycle, these settings may not apply to you. You can enter a basic due of 1 and a late of 8 for your due and late date. The class tuition adjustment setting, it's a less commonly used feature in ClassJuggler and it can be skipped. These settings allow you to set threshold days for classes that begin late in a month or end early in a month so that you don't bill customers for a full month of classes. You can use this in connection with the class setting Adjust Monthly Billing to control these classes. Let's go to the classes from our main menu. And I'm just going to pick one of my classes. And I'm going to go down to the class tuition step and click on Edit. And here is the monthly class fees only, this Adjust Monthly Billing. And if you wanted to use that feature, you would just click this box for each class you wanted that setting on for. I'm going to go back to my preferences, and the next billing preference that we're going to look at is the charge account category. So I'm going to go back to my billing and invoicing and then click on charge account categories. The charge account categories screen provides you a flexible way to create hierarchies of categories that can be used for detailed financial reporting. Because account categories are hierarchical, selecting an account category for reporting that has sub-accounts will allow you to report on multiple layers or groups of related charges. Account categories are also flexible, meaning you can reorganize your account hierarchy tree without losing the relationship that existing charges assigned to those account categories already share. Account categories are an optional feature but provide you a lot of power for producing financial reports and understanding your business's income and financial health. Once account categories have been set up, they can be assigned to charge accounts, individual classes, and event templates. Whenever a charge is created for a class enrollment, tuition billing, event enrollment, or a specific manual customer charge, and that charge has an assigned account category, the resulting transaction will be tagged with your account category, allowing you to later produce detailed billing reports using your account category hierarchy. I'm going to show you how to add a new account category. We're going to click on the Add New action button, and this brings up our Add Modify Account Category pop-up window. You'll type in the description of the account category, and then you can also select an existing account category to act as the parent category of your new category. By selecting categories and subcategories in this fashion, you will build a hierarchy of account categories. So I'm going to go ahead and create two new account subcategories to go under the parent category of special fees. The first new category will be Other Fees. So I'm going to put Other Fees in the account category name. And then in the subcategory of box, I'm going to select Special Fees. And then I want to click on my Save and Add New because I want to add another account. And the second account under the special fees is going to be a participant fee. And they already have special fees up there. And then I just need to save all my changes. And now I see in my box I've got 2 subcategories of special fees. To edit an existing category name, you just click on the edit link in the action control. We'll go ahead and click on other fees. And this add modify account category pop-up window comes up. And from this window you can change the name of the category, or you can also move the category to a new parent category in the hierarchy. When you move an account category to a new parent category in the hierarchy, all of the categories' subcategories and their subcategories will also move along with the current account category. I'm just going to return. To delete an account category, you have to have 2 conditions be true. First, the account category cannot be a parent category of another account category. And second, the account category has not been used to create an existing charge transaction, such as a tuition charge, event charge, or other charge account that was assigned this account category. And you can see where the delete action is. I can delete those. If there's no delete, that means I've used this account category and I cannot delete it. So if I wanted to delete, I just click on delete. I've got a confirmation window coming up. I can say yes. For this demo, I'm going to just say no. All right, our next billing preference is the charge and tax accounts. The charge and tax accounts preference screen is where you will set up your regularly used charge accounts as well as establish the taxes you may bill your customers for certain charges. The tax account settings section is this first section. It's where you'll enter the tax descriptions and rates you may have for customer charges. My demo account has a 6% state sales tax and a 2% local sales tax. If you don't sell merchandise or charge any taxes to your customers, you can leave the tax rate set to 0. This second section contains a table with the accounts you can use when entering charges for your customers in ClassJuggler. You can also assign each of your charge accounts an account category that you defined earlier. These account categories will allow you to group and report on different charges in a grouped hierarchy that you define for your financial reporting needs. It's best to just enter your most commonly used charge accounts. A miscellaneous account makes a good catch-all account for those little charges that don't warrant an account of their own. There are 4 special system-defined charge accounts already entered in this section, and these special accounts are used by the system for billing and cannot be deleted. However, you can change the display order, default amount, and tax situation fields on these items. I'm going to update one of my accounts to show taxes and to link an account category. I'm going to update my row 13 display order 650 of costing fees. Currently I have a non-taxable, but I want to start taxing this, so I'm going to use my tax account number 1, which is my 6% sales state tax. And then over on my account category, I'm going to choose dance, which is a subcategory of costumes, which is a subcategory of clothing, which is a subcategory of merchandise. Then I want to come down here and I want to save my changes. So now I have the tax account set up and my account category. The next item I want to look at is payment groups. A payment group defines the frequency you bill your customers. Payment groups can also define the late fees that will be charged for each payment group. Payment groups are assigned to each customer in ClassJuggler and tells ClassJuggler which customers to process when you run a billing cycle. Payment groups are also used in many financial reports and customer reports and helps you group your customers into large buckets. If you allow customers to prepay tuition charges and offer them a discount, Don't set up any special pay groups to handle these prepay customers. Prepayment of tuition in ClassJuggler is handled with a special prepay tuition billing tool. Any payment group can prepay their tuition. For example, Jana Matthews is in the regular pay group and wants to prepay her two daughters' class tuition for the next 9 months to take advantage of a 10% discount. She can do this with prepay tuition, which is under your billing menu. Discounts associated with payment groups apply to tuition charges only. So if you offer a discount every time you bill all customers in a selected payment group for their tuition fees, you would enter that discount amount here as a percent or a dollar amount. You can always offer individual discounts to customers via credits or prepaid tuition. For this demo, I'm going to go ahead and create a new payment group. In row 3, I'm going to put in a display order of 30. And then my payment group description is special payment group. And I'm using this for a off-site school, so that's why they are in a special payment group. And I'm going to put in a late fee of $10. And I am going to go save my changes. And now I have a third payment group to run billing for each month. The next billing preference to look at is the registration settings. The ClassJuggler registration setting preference screen allows you to enable and disable ClassJuggler's integrated registration system, as well as set whether registration is mandatory prior to enrollment. This screen allows you to define a table of fees for student registrations. If you require and charge registration fees at your business, you can turn on the registration system by clicking the registration system checkbox and then clicking on the Save button. When this setting has been turned on, the registration features in ClassJuggler will allow you to register your students, charge them a registration fee, and track registrations and pre-registrations throughout the year. So I want to go ahead and turn on my registration setting in this demo account. So I just click the registration system checkbox and click Save. Now when I clicked to turn this on, I got another option down here that's asking if I want to require registration before students can enroll in a class. And I'm going to keep this off at this time, but if this is something you need, you can click on that and save, and then you will be required to register your students before enrolling them. Next, I'm going to set up the registration fees table. For my first student, I'm going to charge $15 for registration fees. For my second student, I'm going to charge $10. I'm not going to charge the third or subsequent students a fee, so I'm going to keep the zero amount in all of the boxes. And then I want to save my changes. Okay, so that's how this setting works. And our last final setting is the statement and invoice message. If you print statements and or generate and print invoices for your customers, you can set up a default message to print at the bottom of printed statements and invoices. You can have a different message for statements and for invoices, and this can be any message or reminder you want. Invoices and the ClassJuggler invoice system are not typically used for communicating account activity to families, so you will almost always use the standard account statement feature for your billing. The invoice system is much more restrictive for managing customer accounts, so almost all ClassJuggler clients use the standard account statement for communicating account information. In my demo, I have already set up a message for my account statements. Because I am not using invoices, I have entered Do Not Use in the invoice message. If you feel you need to use this feature for a client, you can contact us and we can discuss how to effectively use invoices for your selected clients. So today we've discussed the importance of setting up payment terms, the optional charge account categories, charge and tax accounts, payment groups, registration settings, and finally statement and invoice messages. I hope I have shown you how all these billing preferences can help you in setting up and running your business in ClassJuggler.